Well, Battle of Books basically started with Lester B. Pearson. Kathy Conroy, who used to be one of our school librarians, had done something similar in the past. We went to all the high school librarians and asked them how they felt about it, and all 12 of them said yes, which was kind of nice. So we did it that way for 2 years, basically. And then the third year we went out and asked EMSB and QAIS to join us. And that's how it all started. And the world is next.
In which book does a brother make his sister's jewelry box for her 16th birthday?
Next -1 by McLean.
Correct.
Well, the students have to read a number of books from a pre-selected list. This year we had 10 books that were put forth by librarians, and we all voted on them. And each school is different in terms of how many books the students have to read, but we find that at least 2 means that they'll all be covered. And
the teams are, with Battle of the Books, the teams are 3 to 6 students compete. So within that team, they have to have read all 10 of the books, but not each student has to read that many.
In which book does the narrator predict that a friend's illness is going to be a really annoying, time-consuming thing?
Earl Andrews.
Correct.
And I think that's something that's really important, anyways, to us and close to our hearts with Battle of the Books is the whole idea that it's very inclusive.
but we have some children who are slower readers, or they may have a reading difficulty like dyslexia or something like that, and we do have them on our team. They may be slower at finishing the books, but that's fine as long as they finish the book and they come and they participate. Maybe some of the other students will read more. It makes up for it in the end. It doesn't really matter because it's a cooperative effort and we want to be as inclusive as possible.
And the beauty of the questions is they're not about interpretation, they're about answering a specific detail from the book. So it's not, well, I hate to say it's not overly academic, but it's not about testing their knowledge of the story. It's about asking fun questions, like a Jeopardy style competition.
In which book does a character tell a story about a man who dropped dead after being stung by wasps?
Schooled by Corman.
Incorrect.
It's a chance for the kids to have some competition. So if you're one of those people who are competitive, you like to read anyway, and you want to try something new and different, and then you've got the competition aspect to it as well, then yeah, they're more likely to come see me. Because it's reading, I know people think of it as a singular activity that's like one person reading a book and not like together as a group. I'm hoping that more kids will see that and enjoy that.
And it very much turns into a team building experience, and it's not, we don't market it as such, but it's this natural thing that happens with the team.
So kids that make friends across grades and things, exactly. And then you go in the cafeteria and you see them sitting together afterwards.
The board librarians get together, usually at the end of the school year. We canvass students, we canvass school librarians, we come up with a long list of titles. Then we make a selection, and then we go through the question process. If there are more than one team in a given school, then there's a school battle. And that is usually held shortly after March break. And then early in April, there will be a regional one if there's more than 4 teams within a school board association, such as QAIS. And then we move on to a board-wide one, or a QAIS competition. And then the winners of each, one winner from each of these will go on to an island-wide contest, Battle of the Books.
We do once a week.
I think it's a minimum of once a week,
yeah.
But it depends on the schools, and it depends how. In some schools, it's the school librarian that works along with a teacher. Sometimes it's only the school librarian.
And I think closer to the competition date, even the students will say they want more practice.
I think a lot of the kids who participate in this are kids who don't do sports. They may not do music or drama either, but this allows them to feel important and feel like they're good at something. And with us, we always do a pizza party, and of course that means they get out of class and they get out of lunch. And so they feel very special amongst the other students, and they feel like they've really been made a big deal of. And that's kind of fun, the self-confidence that comes from that sort of thing.
Yeah,
They
it's
get a
the
lot of
self-confidence and just the fact that it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
my team last year had so much fun, and it was fun coaching them. You know,
And there's no grades attached
Yeah.
to this. It's just
It's
Yeah.
pure, it's pure fun.
In which book is photography banned for anything but scientific purposes?
Across the Universe by Revis.
Correct. Whoa, these kids are ready. Correct.